Antler. Boom.
Boom.
Antler.
Antler. Welcome back, everybody. 100 Proof Whitetails. Let us know in the comments how this new mic sounds. Actually, it's hiding behind the camera.
We
But,
got a mic that is on the fringe of being sponsored.
yeah, it's ebbing and flowing. I mean, it's paid for, but,
By 100 Proof.
yep.
But there is a sponsor that says they're going to pay for the mic.
Yep.
And we'll give them a shout out when that happens. If it doesn't happen, we got a new mic.
Yep. So, let us know how it sounds in the comments. But, yeah, we got that. I found the old camera, So now it's coming back to, just
Everything's coming back around.
coming back around
It's
just
been a
in
rough
time.
couple episodes, a
Yep.
rough couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I think we skipped 1 week last week.
Yeah. But you know what you shouldn't skip? You shouldn't skip out on going to your chiropractor, Busy Bee Chiropractic. 100
Busy Bee.
proof. Brought to you by Busy Bee Chiropractic.
Get straightened up. Get yourself in line.
For archery season and just overall. Can't beat Busy Bee Chiropractic. Dr. Britt over in Newark.
Better your shot.
Go see her, and she's running September specials right now.
I seen that.
So yeah, check her out on Facebook. I think it's Dr. Britt on Facebook. But you can search Busy Bee Chiropractic and book your appointment today. Also, M&R Firewood Services.
It's going to get cold this winter. You're going to want some heat.
Not only do they do firewood bundles, but they deliver face cords. We were talking to them about face cords this weekend.
I found out. It's
Yep.
$100 face cord delivered.
Delivered.
Ain't bad price.
No, I'd take that deal. Damn good deal.
Not bad.
So, we had some of that going at the Finanza this past weekend, so I guess that's a good little caveat for this first topic of the night. Finanza was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
We could have shot better.
Yeah, we could have shot better.
If we would have shot how we shot in the shoot-off, well, in the team shoot-off, if we'd have shot how we shot there, we'd have been in the regular shoot-off. But
yeah,
we were still figuring some things out.
I dropped a couple eights.
Neither of us
in the shoot-off.
Neither of us do the shot like we normally do in the summertime. I was able to get my 8 scores in for the Summer League at Heritage, but like I'm not shooting.
You were rushing them. You weren't even like.
Oh no! Don't say I was rushing them.
No, you were rushing.
No.
You were rushing those scores. You were like so busy. You're just running over there trying to get a score in so you can get your 8. You know what I mean? You weren't taking your time and like
sticking out,
dialing it in.
Sure. But no, I've been shooting good in the backyard, and then we'll see if I make the Heritage shoot-off this weekend, and if I don't, then once they release the scores or whatever and the flights for that, I'll start shooting the old broadheads out of the new Matthews and see how they do. So, but yeah. So what else from Finanza do we want to highlight? Food was killer.
The food was great. Fish fry was great.
Fish fry and the chicken biscuit.
The chicken and biscuits were good.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a fun event. Friday they did the moon shoot. It was the first time I did that.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of interesting. All you outlaw hunters out there.
You feel right at home.
You'll probably win. Because, there really wasn't a whole lot of great scores.
Yep.
But,
no, there was some.
The moon shoot was cool.
There was some good guys that shot a few up.
I don't know if I would do it again, though.
If you're camping there and stuff, dude, like it's, if you can just.
Like you're there for the week. That is another cool thing about Finanza is you can camp there for the whole weekend.
And it's free.
Yeah. So. And the club, they don't supply dinner. You can go buy dinner at the club. The bar's open a certain amount of hours every day.
Mm-hmm. They had a band playing Saturday night.
Huge field you can just set up in. Bands playing, campfires going all over the place. It was cool.
Yep.
It's a good time.
Yeah, we're close enough that the last couple years I bounced back and forth. I don't think you've ever camped there. No. But before I had Nora, I camped there. I actually stayed there this time around. Hannah and Nora came down for the dinners and stuff like that. Nora loved the chicken and biscuit, and I don't think she had too much of the fish fry. She was too busy playing with Owen that night, running around with the kids. So
getting hand, foot, and mouth.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, whatever. Maybe. The Finanza struck.
Maybe that goofy kid.
Oh, Jesus.
Gave it to him.
Maybe, I don't know, dude. It is what it is, dude. It's a basic virus.
One that kept trying to steal my dog.
Yeah. Anyway, so, but no, Bonanza was good. I didn't get a chance to shoot as many practice rounds, dude, because Saturday morning it was all raining. I know you said you had to catch up on some work anyway. And then we got out, we shot our qualifiers, which was good enough to get us in the team shoot-off. And we took 5th place. You know how you take 5th place? You know how you place? 10's for the win. Don't fuck around. Don't.
If you want 5th place.
If you want 5th place, you go for them 10 rings every time.
And you might have got 3rd place if you hit all 10s. Me hit 2 or 3 8s.
It happens, dude. So.
But yeah, we did take home $25. Paid for our dinners.
Paid for our dinners that night, yeah.
Paid for our family's dinners that night.
Yep. So, hey, man, we're making money.
And
so, I didn't win any raffles, so you didn't win your grill.
No. And then we, Sunday, there was some shoot-offs and some stuff going on. They had some
Keith won the money shoot.
No way.
Yep. He won. He went 4 up, dude, on 5 targets.
Good for Keith.
That's what I said.
He beat Gary?
Beat Jake, beat Gary.
Yep. Man, Keith! I hope he's tuning in. Keith deserves that.
Yep.
Keith barely deserves that.
Congratulations on taking your money. Yeah, I forget what flight he was in. He wasn't in the first flight.
He
was in the flight with Jake. And he's like, I finally beat Jake. And I'm like, good for you, man.
Keith is a very fun, nice, and modest individual.
Yep. I like Keith. He's been on the show before.
Hard worker too.
We got to have him back on the show. He was good conversation.
He earned that win.
Yep.
I gotta say though, when we were doing the team shoot, he was not throwing some very nice arrows.
No.
He must have figured something out or got his shit together.
He said something about his hinge or something.
Well, the drugs wore off. Probably.
Everybody thought I was drugging everybody. That's what we kept talking about the whole time. I gave everybody a couple
gummies.
Couple nootropic gummies, and freaking everybody's going, woo. Nate's like, my hands are tingling. Keith's like, that's what that is? It's like, I guess. I don't know. I don't notice it. Maybe it's just because I've been doing it for so long.
No, I don't neuro gummy.
I don't know. Whatever. These guys don't like neuro gummies.
Ben's all over it.
Yeah. I didn't do any of this before the show. I did them this morning, though, when I woke up. It helps me zone in when I got to get like work done in the mornings and stuff like that before Nora gets up, and if I'm getting work done before I go to the college and stuff like that. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's probably placebo effect. They're just sugar pills.
Not everything is for everybody, but some things are for somebody.
Yep. There you go. So
Does that make any sense?
I think it made good sense.
I just came up with it.
I like it. Had a nice ring to it.
Oh.
So. Yeah, we got, let us know how the new mic's sounding. Nobody's chimed in yet with that, so we'll see.
We got any comments? Anybody listening?
That's what I'm thinking, dude.
Not even your mom.
Yeah. So
Terry, say hi, please.
Yeah.
I want to talk to somebody.
Anybody.
I want to talk to somebody. So in other news, we covered Bonanza.
We're not getting political, so we can skip over that one.
Yeah, Ben tried getting political. I told him I can't get political. It's impossible.
I don't know what that means. So
Bo says sound is good. See?
New mic. It's behind the camera. You can't see it.
Amazon special.
Well, you can't see it. I mean, Bucky hides it.
Watch this. Watch.
I don't even know if that's picking up the sound. Yeah? Pretty good.
This is the new mic.
Yep.
Look, it works. It's got a green light on.
Yep. And I think we can turn it off with that too. Don't touch it though. Don't screw it up.
I tell you what though, it's $20 cheaper than that snowball, and it had way better ratings.
Hey, I'm not surprised, dude. We've killed 2 snowballs and.
Gonna go kill deer.
It'll kill deer.
That was me and my screamo.
Thank you, Bo.
Thanks for listening, Bo.
It must be out of Facebook jail, and I saw
he must be out of Facebook jail.
I saw
Bo gets political.
I saw he commented in on one of our posts. I got a comment back to it. I think it was.
He did have a good post. He always has a very unique way of putting things.
Yeah.
Very nice way of putting things.
James, one of your coworkers, right?
Yeah.
James said, sounds good here.
James might buy a ticket. I don't know. He and Han about going to the BBQ. Let's talk about the barbecue now.
There's a ticket for Bo and there's
Now
a
that we're
ticket for James right there. I can put your name on them, guys.
So it's gonna be a fun event. We're gonna have raffles. We're gonna have some novelty shoots for bows. We're gonna have a little archery set up. You can bring your bow and shoot. Of course, the chicken barbecue. Best you're ever gonna eat. Honestly.
That's what we've heard.
I mean, we had how many people last year come up and say that's the best chicken barbecue I've ever eaten in my life.
It was a good percentage of them, dude. Yeah. Bo, you can bring your crossbow and shoot it, sure. If you would desire, sir. You can bring your crossbow.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun family event. I know everyone's giving us flack about $25 chicken barbecues. Okay, well, it doesn't. It's more than just the chicken barbecue. You get raffle tickets at the door for the raffle prizes. Your first drink
is on us.
Whether it's a Pepsi, whether it's a beer, whether it's a rum and Coke, whether it's a glass of wine, it's on us. So when you enter, you will get I don't know if these are the exact colors, but we'll say a blue colored ticket, and that will be for your raffle. And you will get maybe a red colored ticket, and that will go to the bar for your first drink. And so your dinner, your first drink, and a raffle ticket or two are on us. And there was something else.
We sweeten the pot.
If you
buy a chicken dinner, you're entered to win that cell cam right there.
Yes. So if you do buy a chicken dinner, you are entered to win this cell cam. A Browning Defender Pro Scout Max, about $100 value right here.
Yeah, 100, 125, something like
cell
that.
Cam.
Yep. Nice camera, dude. I love my Brownings. I've had Brownings for a number of years. You and me don't really run cell cameras, so I've never run their cell stuff, but we had this one.
I don't want another bill is the biggest thing.
Yeah, well.
And you know what?
There's a lot of guys, dude, that want
I've killed some nice deer without it. Why do I need it?
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody else might want it.
You know, that's like almost going home and I'm going to tear apart my dishwasher because it's working.
Oh, to change what you're doing. Yeah, I hear you. I feel what you're saying.
If it works, don't change it.
But hey, I mean, even if you're not a hunter or even if you're not, into using the cell camera, that would make a great Christmas gift for somebody.
And also,
and you don't have to spend any money other than your chicken barbecue dinner.
Your wives would love this, boys. And
your wives would love this? I gotta hear your reason behind why the wives are gonna love the cell camera. Let's hear it.
I'm changing the subject after that. Because you will be happy that she got a cell cam that you can use that'll take pictures of big deer.
So you're not spending as much time out there pulling your trail camera cards and you're at home more.
You're at home. In your chair, watch TV.
It sounds like a real win-win reason to buy a chicken barbecue ticket, is what it sounds like.
Be the TV dad.
The TV.
So either way.
Bo says, sounds like a good time. If I was closer, I would attend. Bo, you can crash on my couch.
Yeah.
If you buy a ticket, you can
Bo, you can sleep in my insulated barn.
You can sleep in the insulated barn with all the spikes.
You can sleep in PNW.
With all the spikes.
With all the spikes. All the spikes.
We'll put an air mattress in there. He can get a pump on the Bowflex. He's got TV.
Yeah, I got Internet? TV in there. I got it heated.
Dude.
I can even bring a bed out, like a full-blown single bed out there.
We'll roll out the welcome mat for you, Bo.
I think I actually have a camping cot. You can handle that.
I think we got a freaking air mattress we could probably set him up with.
Definitely.
Or I could just pull the spare mattress off the bed down here and take it over to your house. But no, dude, we'd be happy to have you. There's places to hang out and camp out and stuff like that. That's what needs to happen. But yeah, no, we're doing good on the ticket sales. We'll probably hit right about where we hit last year. We got a little bit behind the 8 ball on when we released the announcement for it this year. Chicken went up.
Ben's fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Ben's fault. We're behind on the tickets.
Yeah.
He didn't hold up his end of the deal.
Yep. Lame.
Very late. He was very late. It's okay. We had a little spat. We worked it out. It's okay.
Yep.
We still like each
But
other.
this is improvement over the blue theater tickets from last year. I do think these are a lot nicer. So yeah, so again, like we were saying about the event, we want to make sure that you guys know that it's family friendly. Bring the kids. Anybody under 18 is free to attend. If you're not getting a dinner, it's $5 at the door. But in that $5, we cover your first drink, so it doesn't matter. Like again, it's still all washes, dude. And that gets you access to the raffles and the archery novelty shoots. We're going to be giving away prizes.
And if you buy
money.
multiple tickets, that is multiple chances at the
You got
there's
it.
a chance per ticket for the cell cam.
Yep. So I'm pre-sale only. So for whatever reason we got leftover dinners or whatever, and
I'm gonna eat them.
Yeah, we're gonna eat them. So you got to buy your barbecue in advance. That way we know how many chickens.
And then in the raffles, I mean, don't be afraid to bring your wife, girlfriend.
Yep.
There will be things in the general raffle
that are for general men and women.
Men, women, children. There'll be everything.
Yep. Whether you're a hunter or a non-hunter, there's going to be stuff there we're going to have thrown together for everybody.
I think I'm going to pick up a Finger Lakes Roasters basket.
Yep, talked about throwing together a wine basket. We might talk to like K&M or something. See if they'll throw together a wine basket for the ladies.
I'm going to do a tool basket or tool bucket through PMW.
Mm-hmm. I know.
There's going to be other things there besides just hunting stuff.
I know.
It'll be a nice, just hang out, casual, have a little fun, eat some food. It's like a picnic. Pre-hunting season picnic.
Like a party picnic.
Just think about it as bringing the boys and the families together to have a little fun pre-season.
Yep.
That's the goal.
You got it.
And raise some money for some youth outdoor
organizations.
Yep. I really like FFA.
Yeah, FFA, 4-H, I think too.
But Ben wants to kind of split it up.
We'll see. I mean, it's going to all local youth. Once the chicken's paid for, and the other costs or whatever, it's all the kids, man.
We're gonna do it for the kids this year, but on another note, I got to give a shout out. Seeing we're talking about donating money, and charity or anything like that. Shout out, as you can see on my shirt. A buddy of mine that I work with is a Army veteran, and this is a friend of his that runs this. He is a Marine veteran. It is the Reason Outdoors. And what they do is they take first responders, veterans, and they try and give them a little peace of mind through hunting, camping, fishing. They go out and they bring them on all sorts of different events, different trips that would help them out. And you can find him on Facebook, The Reason Outdoors. He says it very nicely here. He says, healing doesn't always happen in a clinic. Sometimes it happens on the water, around a campfire, or in the quiet of the woods. At The Reason Outdoors, we bring veterans, first responders, and their families together in nature because connection and adventure are some of the strongest medicines we have. And pretty cool thing this guy does. So check him out. Maybe we'll do another event and we'll donate to this next time. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I kind of like what he's doing, and you can get on there. You can buy a T-shirt, a hat, whatever, and all that money goes to helping out veterans, first responders, and everything else.
So it's The Reason Outdoor.
The Reason Outdoors.
Yep, gotcha. Sorry, I didn't see the S down there.
And they're also with ecotherapy. They're
Gotcha. No, I could dig on that.
It's very cool. I thought it was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like shouting out, youth organizations, and stuff like that, and the veterans.
I like his cause.
So, look at that, Bo! Just like the 100 Proof Whitetails podcast. Thank you, Bo, for finally liking us. The notification just came up on the bottom of the screen.
Bo, do
Thanks for
you?
following us, Bo. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
But yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm all in for that for the veterans and stuff like that. I think there's a bunch of organizations that do stuff with the veterans and stuff like that. So,
Personally, got a soft spot for kids and veterans.
100%, 100%. Bo said you guys still seeing a lot of velvet bucks. So I actually just dropped a video. It's over on the YouTube page.
Don't have cell cams.
Yep. Um,
Haven't
and
checked my cameras in 3 weeks.
my rule of thumb is in September here, when I start seeing those pod scrapes, not just licking branches being worked, but when I look and find those pawed up scrapes,
Ain't
velvet's
no bucks around.
velvet's coming off.
You know how much velvet?
I
I
actually
got about 20 inches of velvet
okay.
on my hunting spots.
Okay. Oh, hey, he's got more than that. He's over 100.
20.
Trey,
No. Trey's a degenerate.
he's a gambler and a rambler. Um, no, dude, I love Trey.
Here
I
comes
can't wait to see how that story unfolds.
Trey
Right
with his
there.
pecker in his hand. He's a three-legged man.
Yep, you got
And
it.
he's off to the rodeo.
But no, I have one buck on camera. I think it's like a 3 point or a 4 point. That's out of velvet. That I got a picture of the other day. And that was just because I went over there to check on that food plot, see how it was germinating. And then I was out putting down the last of the winter wheat and um, put down some late planted soybeans for a little bit of green salad. On a couple plots Dad wanted to disc up and work up, so I got cereal grain down, the wheat, and then the beans today. Getting the clovers down tomorrow when I go and look at a property in Cayuga County. I'm going to swing back through there and get the clover seed down. But I did see some freshly pawed scrapes out and around those fields. So when the ground's getting pawed,
So, I mean, we're in mid-September.
that's
It's starting.
yeah.
They're starting to do their thing.
I think you're about once you hit the 15th to the 20th of September, 90 to 95% of them are out of velvet. I think, from what I've seen over the years.
Mid-September.
Um, I did see a fresh rub on a property the other day when I was walking one with a buyer. Saw a fresh rub this year, so they're starting to get after it.
Shake it. Getting that velvet off.
I've seen them start to
Polish.
get a little porky on cameras, poking each other around a little bit. So it's coming, dude. It's coming, but still waiting for a buck over 130.
I'm waiting for one over 20.
I take
My
that.
camera's soaked for 3 weeks.
Hey man,
I don't even think I had a deer over 20 inches.
we have an 8-pointer on the lease, dude, and you and me are gonna be drawing straws to kill that son of a gun.
What do you mean? Straw's already drawn.
That 8-pointer, man.
Straw's already drawn. He gives me the shot, or you the shot first.
Yeah.
Wow. You got that new bow. I don't know if you hit him or not, but
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. It's a Matthews, so it'd be like, it's gone. But no, I mean, and we're not worried about it, dude. I mean, the good ones will come around. I mean, we do have some cool and unique bucks. I mean, you got Trey. I got that one with the big
this happens every year on every property
that we hunt. Yeah,
that I've ever hunted.
pretty much. Once in a while, I'll get.
You get to that like late October to September 1st to almost like first week after the first week of October, really not a lot of buck movement. I feel like it's a thing.
They haven't moved out of that summer range yet quite. The one thing I will say, dude, is I'm starting to see the yellowing beans, the alfalfas, coming out of its last cut or is just getting last cut.
Yellow and beans. Get your 100 proof. Get your mix. Spread it out in them yellow and beans. Give them a nice green carpet to munch on.
And if you want, I'll get you a little radish heavy mix to go in it. If you want to play around with the mix a little bit.
I gotta say, them tillage radishes I put in, those things are insane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So.
Which I gotta get out there. I gotta do a little mowing this weekend.
Yeah.
Try and direct traffic a little bit.
We're gonna take the lawnmower out.
Yeah. I would drive my zero turn down there.
Hey, man. Grip it and rip it.
I want to look at it. I mean, it's not that tall. It's not as tall as it was last year.
No. When I was cutting it, dude, it was pretty tall. But
It's maybe like a foot. I put it on high. I'd be all right.
Speaking of that, I'm still waiting for my tractor to get back. I got bumped by a vegetable farmer on the repair list. And I'm like, I booked work too. It's not my livelihood, so I mean, I appreciate the giving the nod to the farmer.
Probably paid a little better than you did.
Well, mine's warranty work, so I'm sure they don't get the money from, anything until LS cuts them a deal.
Could be.
So, I totally get it, dude. Take care of the farmers, man. They're hurting this year, dude. Freaking fields are looking. I've never started to go by a lot of these fields and seen just how sporadic some of like the corn crop is on some of them. How many fields are like fallow right now, or they're like just gonna put them into like a cereal grain or something this spring or this fall.
There actually are a couple fields that always get planted that aren't planted this year.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, but it was really a messed up year because early in the year it was
super wet, and then it got super dry. Where we are here in southern Wayne, northern Ontario County, and I mean all over, everywhere I'm seeing it. So, but you get down around PA, dude, that stayed green pretty much through the year. Like they didn't get even any like lawn brownout or anything like that down there in Chemung, Tioga. They stayed pretty green. Oswego County stayed pretty green. So it was kind of just this band through the Finger Lakes. Just kind of didn't hit a lot of the timely rains, for our area anyway. And after getting pounded in May, June again, seems like that's our new rainy season. But yeah, dude. Other than that, food plots are all in with the first broadcast of seed.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to. Okay, yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Take the ball. Run with it.
I go over there to my lease.
Okay.
And I mow that grass clover field.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything at this point I could put in it to make it way more of a red carpet for them deer?
So if you can get a spray on it and kill it off, I know.
Not kill it. I don't want to kill it. I can't kill it.
I know. But the reason why it did so good when we put the clover heavy to it was because you got out there, scratched it in the spring, and got it scraped up, and then could seed into it with some space. The problem is trying to get stuff down there to it right now is if you got a bare seed bed, meaning it was sprayed off or you disked it up, like everything that we just late planted, pretty much we disked it up for the most part. There's a couple of them that we broadcasted because we had good soil, exposure between the stems, but that piece is so lush right now. And I think a lot of that clover could get reseeded on your lease. But yeah, if you sprayed it or if you can get it mowed super super close, and get it down there to like bare soil, maybe you could put some cereal grain to it to poke up through. Some medium red clover, crimson clover. Crimson clover would be good. He did have a fair amount of that in the mix when we put that out there with the spring mix that one time.
I mean, I still put a bit of that out there.
Yeah, there's a bit of medium red and stuff like that.
I mean, I am asking for me personally, but also figured decent topic to bring up.
Yeah, I think if you can, if you
like something you could kind of like, like I said, like lay that red carpet out for them.
You know what I thought
Last
about?
minute.
You know what I actually kind of thought about was hooking you up with a bag of rye that's actually like from Seedway and that's going to germinate. Not like other rye that I got you in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone loves your rye.
Yep. Now that I get Seedway rye, it's way better. So with that, with the rye, like I was saying, you can go out and you can broadcast that under the corn. So when the corn gets harvested, you could have a little standing crops of that around. Mm-hmm. You can go out there and broadcast that in the corn. Because we're starting to see that the corn's starting to even get a little yellow to it. Ears aren't dropping yet necessarily, but You're starting to get that yellow and tinge.
I
So
mean, I think you can almost sneak some of the brassicas in
probably
with
could.
how soon some of these farms chop the corn. As soon as they chop it, get out there and
Oh, you could
spread it.
broadcast it. Like if you know they're coming out to chop it, and
Just
especially if you
broadcast.
got rain coming, broadcast on it, dude. Poor farmer it. Outlaw plot it, whatever you want to call it. We've been calling them outlaw plots for like a decade or more.
I like the outlaw plot.
I like the outlaw
Yeah.
kind of sound. But make sure, again, we say outlaw, but make sure you check with your farmer that you're permission on, or if it's your farm, make sure it fits what you're trying to do with that field. A lot of things like we're suggesting radish and stuff like that, they're going to winter kill. Same thing with the cover crop stuff that you broadcast in, rye or wheat. That's going to die with that first spray. Both of them are real susceptible to any spring burn down the farmer's going to do. So do not plant ryegrass. They're starting to get a bunch of it here in the Finger Lakes region specifically. Ryegrass, not rye grain. There's a difference. That is not Roundup resistant, but Roundup proof, I will call it. They're mixing it 1-to-1 with straight glyphosate concentrate, and they're only setting it back. They're not killing it. That's insane, dude. That's like what you mix and put into like cut stumps for like, yeah. So they're getting some super. They're thinking a lot of these southern varieties are the ones that are as susceptible to glyphosate. So what it is, you got to switch up your chemical, just like any time with a food plot. But definitely stuff like cereal rye, winter wheat, you can still get them out. Medium red clover, crimson clover work really well right now.
Winter wheat. I like Bo's comment.
Most of it. Most of everything we put in was winter wheat. There's a little bit going into cereal rye, but I just like the winter wheat standing into July for the benefit with that. So,
I like that rye you planted at Grandma's a couple years ago. I really like that.
Oh, down in the low field?
The year you shot that buck twice, never found him.
Yeah. I talked about that in the video I shot over there the other day. That, I don't know. I can't remember if I put that video
Did you ever
up or
find
not.
him? You never found him.
Never found him. Dude, so I shot
He never
him.
came back?
I talked about that in the video, dude. So I shot him, and
I
I hit
haven't
him.
heard much about Grandma's lately, so maybe he is back.
I hit him high, and then I shot him, or I came back like 10 days later. I had a picture of him, and I'm like, dude, I gotta set this spot again. And sure enough, he can't come in. Not the same trail I shot him on. He come down, obviously, further to the south than where he came down the night I shot him. Gets behind me and hooks and goes through the hedgerow, and I shoot right over the top of his back. Like, didn't even think to range him. I was already committed that I was going to shoot him like at 5 yards in the hedgerow gap, and he didn't. He turned and went through the hedgerow on a little deer trail, and I shot right over his back. So, and then I shoot Curly with the rifle. So I said, screw this at Grandma's this year. Go over, shoot Curly with a rifle, and then go over to Grandma's, pull cards.
Ben's got bucks everywhere.
I had 2.
Just go hunt.
I had 2.
Just go hunt by Ben.
Curly is the only one that was on the list, dude. Other than, you know what the problem is, Nate? Is you and or your son named the deer, so the deer automatically dies that year, no matter what. And I never kill the deer that either you or your son name.
I'm gonna keep naming them.
Stop naming my deer.
That's why I keep throwing names out there. Yeah. That happened once.
So, no, it happened with D.
Heavy.
And then
D.
Not Heavy also died. You don't remember that? Yeah, that's what Owen called D. That was the buck I shot over at Grandma's.
That wasn't Owen's fault. That was your fault for not hitting him, right?
Yeah, well, still died. Well,
he died.
I can't say he died because he just disappeared.
He died by you. He just...
No, I don't think he did, dude. He was breeding that freaking doe. I had that video, and I was like, you'll never believe what I'm doing right now. I'm watching D breed a doe, and I don't have a buck tag.
Oh, yeah.
And he's banging that doe on that side hill like 50 yards from me.
I'm pretty sure I still had one.
I told my dad to go out there and try to shoot him. And then my dad had to let him go because he was walking on top of the ridge and he was skylined. Yeah, that damn deer. D. Bo's comment, are you guys anticipating bucks having bigger antlers this year due to the drought? Records indicate when there is a drought, we usually have a big get bucks shot that year.
I think he meant bigger
Yeah.
bucks. Shot that. I
So,
say no, myth.
yeah, I think a surplus of moisture is usually better, just because there's more food availability. I've actually heard the
Oh,
opposite typically on the drought side. Evan Williams bite you a little bit,
a little bit, a little bite.
but I've always heard the opposite. I've heard rainy years, steady, not rainy, but steadier rains throughout the year is better because it keeps the vegetation going a lot better and a lot longer. So, um, as a whole, I think judging by the cameras, dude, every buck is about right on par with what we always see. I mean, we very rarely on any of the pieces I hunt get a deer over 140. We just don't. I mean, you look at the wall. I mean, they're 4, 5, 6 year old deer, and that's what they is. They're great bucks. I love chasing them, and I'll chase them every year.
I
To
have
the day
a
I go. But
I have a question for Bo.
yeah, on the
Bo,
spot, Bo.
Bo, this is something I've been thinking about, and I mean, you could sit there and think that, all right, you didn't put a whole lot of thought into this, but this is so 16. We're going on 20 years of experience. You've been out in the woods
Longer.
longer than us. So I am starting to believe that 75%, and I'm talking Finger Lakes, New York deer, 75% of New York deer will never break 120 inches. Bucks.
I'd say 130. I'd agree with that.
Never break it. They'll never break it.
Well, actually,
Ben,
what'd you say? 70.
I said 75%.
I would agree with that.
25% will jump that one. All right, 120. I was saying 120. 130, I guess.
120, 130.
In that range.
I agree with
That's
that.
where they're going to top out. 75% of them, they're never going to break 130. 25%.
I agree with that. I do agree with that, dude, because
Buck I shot last year with a gun.
well,
5.5-year-old.
Mhm.
115 inches.
Mhm.
Stickers.
Mhm.
Buck I shot with my bow last year. 4.5-year-old. 116 inches. Bo jinxed me with 150.
And that's the thing too. So okay, I also want to preface this. So like,
Look at that. Where's? I'm sorry to cut you off again, but
Dono, Curly,
Curly. That deer was what, 6?
yeah,
112? What did he go? 118?
I think something like that. I go pull his head down and look. I think that's what he was.
It doesn't matter. He's between there. He's right around 115
Dono
inches.
was like 107,
and you
and he's 6,
and you give these deer all the nutrition
and that's
that they need.
And that's what I
You
was
give
gonna
them
say.
the space and the relaxed environment around them, the safe environment around them, that they will come out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep. No, and I also think that.
So it's not stress.
No, I think
It's not nutrients.
I think it's I think it's still pocketed, dude. Genetics are pocketed. Like good genetic spots are good genetic spots.
And there's nothing wrong with these deer. I will shoot these deer every year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
There's not a deer over 150 over there.
Cool fucking deer.
I've never killed a deer over 150.
But talking about the
Average.
I guess
I should do
in
that,
my
dude.
mind statistics
Yeah.
of like deer that break 130 and don't, and deer that I've killed or friends of mine have killed, and me gauging on their age because not everyone sends out the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think 75% of the deer will never break
do that,
130
dude.
inches.
I should add up all
They'll never
those
break
bucks
130.
over there, and then see what that average is. Because I bet you it'll be under 130.
How many deer over there do you have over 140?
3.
That's
maybe.
Well, now we're talking 50%.
That's not 50%.
Almost.
There's 16 of them, Nate.
16.
Yeah. There's 16 bucks over there, dude.
I was talking about your shoulder mounts.
Oh. Yeah. Well, the ones over. Well, okay. I guess there's 4 over 140. Hornet went over. No. No, I only have 2 over 140 over there. Because Outlaw didn't hit 140 and Hornet didn't hit 140.
How many you got over 130? I
One,
don't. You're the 16.
one,
Which
two, three, four,
people
5.
people are curious now. So kind of give me
Okay,
as I
you can pan it.
as I pan. Give me the height as the view looks.
Yeah, right there. Hold that right there. So I mean, that's it,
Out of
dude.
all these deer you see, Ben, how many are over 130?
Going on the screen right, Outlaw is, and then the one over the TV, I think he's like at 129, so we'll just call him 130. And then the one to the left of him, that's 3, 4, 5.
5 out of 16.
5 out of 16. Yep.
So that's a third.
Yep.
So it's not
That's
far
about 75%.
75%. I mean, that's quarter.
Yeah.
But 1/3.
That's about what we were talking.
Tell me when
Right about there.
I'm
Dude,
back,
you are good, Nate.
back in line.
Professional cameraman without a. There's no viewer screen on that either, guys. That's just like a little like webcam camera. So that was pretty impressive, Nate.
Not bad.
So
You gotta have me film your hunts. You know
what are you
what I'm
looking
saying?
for? You know, it would have been steadier with a Pierce Metalworks camera arm
I tell you what, Pierce Metalworks
versus some rinky-dink
BMW.
tripod.
Way better than any other camera arm you buy online.
So sorry, Bo, I didn't see your comment rolling over here on the Facebook page. He said, I've been hunting New York for over 35 years, and I've only shot one buck that scored over 125 inches.
Yep. So he's right there with us.
And then Bo said at what age? So I also think I'm going to call that.
What does he mean at what age?
So this is how I divide deer for.
I feel like I'm behind on the conversation. Catch me up.
So he's talking at what age for that 130 mark.
Oh.
My take on that is I think if you're gonna slant it to, let's just say 60%, 60% of them aren't gonna hit 130 at 4.5. I don't think so.
I think majority of deer peak at 4.5.
And this is all New
In
York
New York.
State. We're also talking all New York State. So that includes everything up the Tug, down into the Southern Tier, and even the big stuff out west, Niagara County, Monroe County, some of those counties that do produce bigger deer. I think they're on really good soil belts, which we are in pretty good soil belts here too. I just think it's a genetic pocket here in this area. Are there big deer? Yes, there's always going to be big outliers, but the one thing I will say with this this discussion about score is we look at all of our fat reserves and everything on these deer, and these bucks are loaded with kidney fat. Short of your buck last year that was shot that was a skeleton because he had an injury,
He was fucked up.
every one of these bucks have stacked out kidney fat where you can't see their kidneys, which is a great indicator of overall health of that animal. So even these bucks that I've killed, even when I killed like St. Patrick, he was loaded with kidney fat. When I killed Dono, he was loaded with kidney fat. He was trimmed out, but he still had that kidney fat reserve. There's been a couple that have been leaned out, but they still have that internal kidney fat reserve, which is a great indicator of herd health. So the big thing, like we said though, we shoot our does. That's another big thing that, again, maybe we're shooting all the good genetic does, Nate. We don't know it. Maybe we're just leaving all the shit doe genetics.
So you decipher that. But Bo,
no,
I
that's
believe,
just a flip the coin, dude. You never know.
Bo, all these deer that we're just paying through, that we just showed.
Nate's average, I bet, is better. Pretty damn close, dude. I'd be curious to what the average inch is.
But what I think Bo meant by it, at what age, was like what age is each of those deer. They're all 3.5 and up. Majority 4+.
Yeah,
there's more 4-year-olds than there are 3-year-olds on it.
There's a couple 3s. Yep.
I think is what he meant by that.
My first bow buck was a 3. My bull buck at Grandma's on video was a 3, and then I'm pretty sure my first buck I ever shot was a 3, and then the the one I shot at Grandma's with the shotgun it was a 3-year-old. I know he was a 3-year-old. So that's 4. At least 4, maybe 5. Um, were 3-year-olds. Supposedly I wasn't sending, and this is all based on tooth wear on a lot of the deer I shot 10 years plus back. Now we send every tooth out, every front tooth out of the bucks we harvest, to get that more accurate number. That's how we found out Dono was 6.5. We figured he was 4.5 from the years we'd been watching him, but really he just was a buck that wasn't never a big bodied deer. Just happened to be never a big rack deer, never a big body deer. So there's always
Well,
going to
look
be
at
outliers
that.
too.
And this is a great example. And this deer really changed my mind or changed my outlook on deer age from what everyone was telling me. And it all has to do with the cementum annuli or whatever. But the 8 point I shot with the bow,
Hmm.
102 inches. Deer was 4.5. It's genetics. Was he gonna blow up 4 to 5?
The deer had good fat reserves on them. I remember
I
when we I
guess.
remember when we dressed them out.
I guess. But everyone talks about this blow up.
I
I
think
think if the
every deer has
deer
one good jump.
and that jump is 2 to 3, 3 to 4 on average.
Usually, yeah.
On
That's
average.
usually where I see it.
On average. You start getting. All
Well,
right, I'm talking now. Now I'm speaking from New York. I do not have a lot of experience anywhere else, but I'm speaking from New York. You go from 1 to 2. All right, you're going from spiky 4 point little 6 pointer
maybe.
to decent basket rack.
Hmm.
Then you go 2 to 3,
I think
and you get a decent deer.
I think a lot of those 2-year-olds are pushing like 90 inches, and then at 3 they're like 120, 115. You know what I mean? Like they're in that slot.
That's a big jump, though.
Yep.
That's like
Oh,
30-inch
percentage
jump.
wise, yeah.
Like I said, I think the biggest jump on the average whitetail in New York is 2 to 3,
Yep.
and then
And then
3 to 4, it could be a big jump, and then anything after 4, in my experience of watching deer, is mainly just mass.
well, and I saw we saw
They'll
that
just start
with
putting
we
mass
saw
in.
that with Mo that one year that he consistently put on like what did he get to? He got to like 125 and or like 115, sorry, 115, and then he jumped to like 135. So he had a nice 20-inch jump, and we're like, man, this deer's nice. And I never caught up with him either that year, so I never got a chance to tag him. I don't even know where his sheds are. I think they're over there in the basket. And then his 3 to 4 jump was his big jump. He jumped like 32, 33 inches. So that was his big jump. But he had already got to that right around that magical 130 mark, and that's an outlier, dude. Like we don't like I know I talk to all the neighbors. I feel like I have a pretty good feel for what gets shot in the neighborhood. From conversations I have with them and stuff. And we don't knock deer down. You know, once in a while we'll hit one over 150, but that's rare, dude. And we never done it. We've never done it at the farm, and we've had the farm since '07, going almost 20 years now. No, I would love this to be the year we do, but I got nothing on camera that's gonna hit 150 right now that I'm looking at. I can tell you that. Um, so Bo asked if we're sending the tooth out for age. Yeah, so we are now. Previously, it was
We
all
have
just
been
wear
for
and
like
replacement, but like
5
the
years
last
now.
5-6 years, everything buck wise, and then every older doe like that's wore flat, we'll send those out sometimes too if we're curious. Um, yeah, Bo says 5 to 7.5 peak rack age. This is when a buck would naturally have its biggest rack, but in New York, only a very small percentage reach that range. I agree with that, and I think that the bucks that do reach that age, also because of the law of averages, is if only 1 out of 10, let's just say from if we're looking at it like a graduating class of deer, like the class of 2025, if only 1 out of those 10 bucks made it to mature period, okay, and then let's just say it's 60%, you know. So every other year, maybe every third year, you'd hit a buck over 130. That's mature, based on just averages, and that falls right in line to kind of what we're saying.
Well,
Um,
well, Bo, I'm speaking from.
I love Bo. We gotta hit this comment. He says your sound is so good. I just heard someone flush a toilet upstairs.
That's Larry flushing brown trout. That's father-in-law up there, bro.
Yeah, well, we do have the pooper right over Nate's head.
No one
So if it
ever
ever
said
blows,
that with a snowball. This is way better. This is way better.
thanks, Bo.
And it's going to last
Comic
for
relief.
90 years.
Yeah.
So Bo, going back to your 5.5 to 7.5 year old comment, I would have to say that I'm speaking from experience. I try not to speak about anything that I read online. There's things that I read and I like. There's things that I read and I don't like. I really don't like to put anything on this show that I haven't 100% fully experienced to
We're seeing,
myself.
sure.
So when I'm relaying like the antler growth, like the deer that I let go or the deer I see go through season or the deer that make it, um, it's like you said in that comment, it's very hard to get a deer to 5, 7 years old in New York, and I'm just like I said, I'm just speaking from experience and what I've seen in the woods, and I may have seen a 7.5 year old buck and didn't realize it, but chances are probably not.
Yeah, I mean Dono, St. Patrick, and
But
Curly
in New York,
are my oldest three.
New York, it's not just hunting. It's not just the hunters. There's so many people in New York. You know,
Cars.
there could be a
I
hood
mean, you name
ornament
it.
on a Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
They got so much to deal with. It's so hard to get to 7.5. The deer lives to 7.5 years old.
He's dodged a lot. Literally, a lot of dodges. Bo says we need a little humor today. Yeah, no, I agree, dude.
Yeah,
Like
there was
it.
a lot of BS on the
Dalton Donk tuning in. He was at the Finanza this
internet
weekend.
today.
He says, I have noticed over the last few years I find bigger antler deer near a creek bottom or swampy wet areas. Do you think the water plays into the antler size? Or those areas are just less pressure and they can age? Good comment, good take. I like this one. Good comment, Dalton. Thank you.
It's cool.
I think it's they're just harder to hunt, dude. So they got that higher probability chance of getting to that age in those swampy areas, dude. If you, it's a numbers thing. If there's a place where less people hunt and less deer are taken because it's harder to hunt or limited access, whatever the reason is, the deer get older. And with age does come, we're not denying that age makes bigger antlers. You got to get them to 4, most of the time to be able to get them over that like 125, 130 mark, like we're saying. But and we're also saying there's absolutely nothing wrong, dude. There's a pile of deer over there that are like
Wait a minute.
115 to 120.
Bo wants humor.
Oh boy.
Could you imagine if our member fell off every year
And then we regrew
and
it.
we never knew how big he was going to be the next year and we're just hoping?
A little bigger.
You think that's how the deer feel?
I don't know.
That's a solid take.
That's an interesting take.
You know what I mean? Like, if my little guy just dropped off every year, and every year he may have got a little bigger, maybe gained a little mass. I'm just saying,
That's humor. That's definitely some humor.
that's what I got out of Dalton's message. Swamp. Dalton the swamp. Yeah.
I think they just get up in that
I
age.
think, yeah,
I think you just see them get age, man.
when people talk about that old swamp box, it's because no one wanted to go through the swamp to get him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just where he lives. He goes out of that swamp.
Yep.
But that's just a safe spot because majority of people don't want to trudge through a foot of water to get to a hunting spot.
Yeah. So I mean,
Like, yeah.
So, and I'm not saying, I'm not saying that as a whole, hunters are letting more 1.5-year-old bucks go. I 100% agree with that. I
Rule of thumb.
also agree. What's that?
Rule of thumb.
Yeah.
The harder you work for something, the more it's going to pay off. So if you have to walk a mile through 3 foot of water
To be the right mile. Mm-hmm.
to be the right mile, it's going to pay off. Okay. Or you just walk right up to the edge of that swamp and sit it, and you're sitting there just twiddling your thumbs, hoping he's going to walk by your corner. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Harder you work for something, the more time and effort you put into it, and the more
Scouting.
thought you put into it, the better it's going to pay off.
I agree with that.
Hands down.
But
Hey, you're going to get screwed every once in a while, but, you know,
yeah.
such is life.
Yeah. So, Bo says it's just so hard to tell because we never get those bucks that prime year for antler development. I agree with that, and that's kind of what I was leaning into. There is we're passing more 1.5s and I think more 2.5s than we ever have in New York. I 100% agree with that. The thing is now though, is those deer at 2-3 are really really killable. I mean, if you have a somewhat sound, not even just the luck side of it, if you have a somewhat sound hunting approach on your property, because there's now more of them, it's a greater chance you're going to kill a deer. We'll just call it 100 inches. A 100-inch deer now is not a 100-inch deer that it was back in the 80s. You know, because there's just more of them. You know, and that's the other thing too. We talk about this inches of antler or whatever because we're guys and it's a dick measuring contest always, no matter what the fuck it is.
That's what I just said.
I know it is, Nate, and I just had to come out there bluntly and say it. You danced around it. I just went right for the kill. It's a dick measuring contest, dude, and I have never been interested in that. I've always been after like that specific deer because I had that history with him. You know, was able to maybe let him go, had encounters and hunts with him, and it was able to come together. That's why I do it. I don't do it for the number of inches or whatever that deer had. That's not what you do it for either. We do it to go out there and go for the experience, dude. And we also don't. I mean, I love it when I tag out on the first time out. Don't get me wrong, but I also want to play a little bit of the long game. It's just everybody hunts differently for different reasons, dude. So, yeah. Bo says, wait till this year, kid. LOL. 2 buck tags in people's pockets. You know what that's going to do to our age structure. I think it may. I think time will tell with it. And like we've always said before with this, dude, I think if people were honestly reporting their harvests better, I think we wouldn't be making such big jumps in legislation and laws to do this.
Well,
because I don't think the deer numbers have changed. And again,
so you say reporting your tags better.
mm-hmm.
How about just people follow the laws?
That too.
Because I think there's a lot more of law breaking going on than there are
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, Bo. I'm not saying you're right, Bo. I'm just saying time's going to tell with it. I definitely think there's going to be more hunters this year hunting with 2 implements.
2 buck tags.
So, well, I get the flip side.
Give
of that.
everybody 4 to 5 buck tags now that crossbows are legal.
Oh boy.
Everyone out there, dude, they're just winging arrows. Anything's got antlers at it.
So I'll also say that, dude. If the state wanted more deer dead, they would issue more buck tags. Like if that was the overarching goal with it. Now they're trying to find ways to get creative or whatever to try to take
balance. More. There's a money balance.
Yeah, there is.
States thinking of the money balance. They do get a pretty good revenue from hunters.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to balance it out. Okay, we give them that. We take that one. Okay, we're doing this. Crossbow sales. We're winning right now.
Yeah. Archery tags now that you have to buy. You want to hunt with that crossbow in the late guns, the late muzzleloader season. So
now, if the state was super smart, and I'm going to give them this idea, Bo, and you're going to hate me for saying this on the internet.
Here we go.
Because the government is going to hear it. They're going to increase archery tags because crossbows are legal now.
Next
price
year.
Archery tags are going to go up because everyone bought all these crossbows and it's such a big hype. we're gonna raise this and get more money.
And you and me were talking about this the other day, and I've always said that.
And people are their own worst enemy because they are so fucking stupid.
Yeah. So, and we've said this in the past too with the $2 things, and I've always
I told you I was gonna get kicked off tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna lose it tonight. I've always said this with the $2 thing in New York to begin with, that if you were hunting with archery equipment, and this was pre-crossbow. Hey Nate, if we were talking about this pre-crossbow or whatever, I thought that with a vertical bow, back in the day, you could shoot both your buck tag or both your bucks with the bow. I've always been a proponent to that. It wasn't something that you could legally do in New York, but I thought that was, if that's how you chose to do it, similar to states like Illinois, I believe that you get multiple buck tags. If you want to take them with, primitive weapons, you're more than welcome to during that first season or whatever. But yeah, I think it's gonna change some stuff up. I think it's definitely gonna get more hunters in the woods, but um, I think if you can get it set up where your property is limited on the pressure that it has on it, I think that's going to also make your property hunt that much better with more people in the woods earlier. I think I'm going to see a bigger shift here than I normally do in October. They kind of slow trickle shift where I think, just kind of what I got for a gut feeling and what I usually see throughout the years. I think I'm going to have a better push shift from bucks and does, but mostly I'll see it on the buck side of it because I can look at individuals. I think I'll see more shift on that side of stuff because of the added pressure during early archery season that we didn't see previously. So, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, time will tell, dude. We could be talking about this 10 years from now going like crossbows was the worst thing that New York State ever did, or we could be saying that, yeah, it wasn't so bad. Or
this is amazing. It just pushed all the good deer on my property.
Or we could be saying that. So,
probably not. And they slowed him down. Yeah. The biggest buck of my life I shot with an arrow in his ass.
He's limping.
The neighbor tried shooting him from 85 yards.
Nate, he's limping.
Yes. When I'm hunting Ben's farm, they're always limping.
Oh, boy.
Just a joke, Ben.
No,
just a
it's
joke.
all good, dude. All good. So, yeah. So we'll run it back to the chicken barbecue. Old Bucky's got tickets. There's still a couple available.
We're actually running down.
Yeah,
we're past half sold. So.
Yeah. Well, and that's paid, and we also have folks that have spoken for tickets and haven't paid or picked up yet.
Yeah.
So to recap, it is the 20th of September, which is Saturday, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. Your $25 gets you your chicken dinner. It gets you your first drink on us, gets you raffle tickets for the event, which you must be present to win.
And a chance.
At a Browning Defender Pro Scout Max cell camera.
Best on the market. I don't know.
It's going to be the best camera there.
It will be the best camera there. The best camera
The best trail camera at the event.
Better have it.
Yep.
Better get it.
Yeah. And the only way you can do that is getting your chicken barbecue ticket. If you're not interested in the barbecue, but you still want to come hang out, have a drink, the first one's on us. It's $5 at the door to get in, but that gets you access to all the raffles, the archery shoots. We're going to be giving away cash on the archery shoots. We're going to be giving away...
Dalton buy a ticket?
Dalton better buy a ticket. Him and his wife.
Dalton and Jake and his wife.
Everybody.
Bring the kid.
So...
him and Owen can wrestle.
Foot mouth.
Get hand, foot, and mouth. That's what all the kids got now.
Oh, boy.
Everyone's got it.
Yeah.
I got it. You want to see my blister on my toe?
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
Don't make him take his shoes off.
I'll take my shoes off.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't actually have it. I think Owen does. I don't know.
Whatever.
He's around. It's working out.
So, yeah, about an hour 5 in. So, yeah, anything else? It's a kid-friendly event. Under 18 is free. So if you're hanging out watching the show, hopefully you're not, because we should have parameters on that means anybody under 18 doesn't see this, because we'll get banned for the content we put out. But you don't need a ticket to attend the event if you come with a family member.
For a dinner you do.
Well, yeah, for a dinner.
A freaking
But
18-year-old put down a whole flock. Telling me 18-year-olds are free.
Well, not for the food, but to get into the event, to be able to,
to shoot the course.
Yeah, the general admission is waived for,
general raffles.
We're not going to charge you $5
and
for your
his
2-year-old.
first beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're good.
The first beer for the 17-year-old is on us. Don't worry.
No problem.
We got you.
I want that to be a red ticket.
So. Yeah, red flag is what
That's
is.
how I'm picturing it in my mind. Blue ticket.
So.
Raffle. Red ticket. 17-year-old beer.
Bo says, sounds good. Good luck with the chicken barbecue, and good luck this archery season. May your shots be true and your blood trail be short. Bo, I hope you kill that buck over 125, and you double up on the amount of bucks that you've killed over 125, dude. I hope you do. Hope everybody listening gets a chance to whack a poker this year.
I say, man, I spent a lot of time in the stand with a bow, and my biggest archery buck, I don't even think breaks 120.
What about an inside, or not inside kicker, but...
inside kicker was a rifle.
Yeah.
Actually, might be the 6-pointer.
That 6-point was freaking wicked sick.
Nah, he was 113. I got a bigger one than that.
Yeah, you got the Clementine.
Yeah, Clementine. Last year was my biggest archery buck. We got to do a toast to that right now.
Okay.
I never even realized that. 106, what, 115, 116? Somewhere in there?
I think it was 117, wasn't he? Because Andy scored him for you.
Yeah, when you scored him, he was like 112. And then Andy scored him, and he was like 156. All right. Andy always gives me a couple extra.
Yeah.
Where's your glass, dude?
So yeah. What else?
Can't believe you never toasted me for my biggest archery buck.
I didn't even realize that till we were just bringing it up, and I was like, wait a minute.
I don't even think I got a drink out of the kill bottle for that.
You want one?
And it was the first one ever killed out of the lease.
I think we definitely did. We definitely did. Drink out of the kill bottle for that. Come on. Yeah, whatever. Also, hand me the sheet now that we're speaking about bugs and killing.
Oh yeah, this is the last thing we
want to do. So, if anybody else is still tuning in, you can go sign up for...
There's 4 people and 1 heart tuning in right now.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
It's Ben's mom at 4 different computers.
Yep. In collaboration with Heritage Outdoor Sports and Whitetail Properties Finger Lakes team, we're doing the New York State Big Buck Contest and Steak Dinner. Cash payouts, door prizes. We're going to be doing the dinner most likely at Heritage. If anything does change, we'll notify all the entries for that.
There's going to be so many people, you can't do it at Heritage.
Yep.
We'll see. You're going to have to go to the Buckhorn or the Fireman's Hall.
Ooh, Fireman's Hall. Ooh.
Better.
It's a decent idea.
Better than Heritage.
That's a decent idea.
Honestly, the ambiance is way better at the Buckhorn. But
I do like the Buckhorn.
They got the deer heads and the ducks and all the animals on the wall, and like so it's a gun club.
The steak dinner is a TBD, to be decided.
Who's cooking the steak?
So Mike's got the rack there at Heritage, is what we were gonna do there.
We should have me cook the steak.
We could cook the steak there at Heritage, or we could cook it at your folks, whatever. That's why it's it's TBD.
I want a good quality steak. I don't want.
Well, yeah, no, I agree.
Someone's version of a good quality steak.
I agree.
I hate that.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Or maybe we'll cater it. I don't know. We'll see. So, anyway, bow contestants, and to be open and honest, bow is archery all implements that are legal, which means recurve bow, vertical bow, and crossbow is in the bow contest section.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I
took it out of there.
Me and Mike talked about it.
We're not doing Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, I know how Mike is. He's sitting there thinking about all them dollar signs from all
it's
the
all 100%
crossbows
payout.
going
It's
out the door.
100% payout.
He's like, "Oh my God, thank you, Hulk Hogan," in the back of his mind. I hate you, and then he's like, "I love you," and then he's like, "I hate you." Damn it, Mike.
So if you're entering into the bow contest, you got to be entered by 9:30 for that entry, and then for the gun contest, you must be entered by the day before gun season opens here in New York, and that gun includes pistol, shotgun, rifle, and muzzleloader. All go into the gun category. Your first entry is $25. That includes your dinner, and then for a second implement, it's $15. So for $40, you get into both contests. And if you have a guest like a wife or somebody or a son that's coming, or a daughter that's coming that's not
Grandmother,
yeah,
grandfather.
grandmother, grandfather, aunt,
Why
uncle,
don't you
anything like
cousin?
that.
Why don't you just name the whole family?
Yeah, anybody in that family tree that's coming that's a guest that's not entered
If
in
you
the
have a
big buck
guest,
contest, that's $15 for their dinner.
just bring them.
And that must be paid before the dinner so we can get a head count for the steaks. So $40 will get you both entries and your dinner for the big buck contest, and we're doing 100% payout. Again, same thing, just like our chicken barbecue after expenses. So you can sign up with me, and I will be doing the official scoring, as well as you can sign up at Heritage, and they will also be doing the official scoring. Bring your racks to the dinner.
I want Jeff Fox there to second your scores.
Yeah, we could. So I think we'll probably collab in some scoring with Northeast Big Buck, because the way that Heritage Big Buck contest is, it's a little different.
Northeast Big Buck should sponsor us because
Andy,
we give them a lot of plugs.
So
Shit
of plugs,
ton.
props to Nate on killing his biggest archery buck this past year, and we just realizing it.
Just kill so many.
Just kill a bigger one this year.
Yeah.
So,
Huh?
all right.
Maybe.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Anything else, Nate?
I think we covered it.
All right. So thank you.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. If you like the show and the new mic, let us know in the comments.
Thank you to our new sponsor who didn't really said they sponsored but haven't sponsored yet.
But we got a new mic out of it, so we just
Thank
paid for
God.
it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank God. Get rid of them damn snowballs.
Praise the Lord.
Yep. So if you like this content, let us know. Check us out on YouTube after the fact for old episodes and different topics. On Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, any place you listen to them. If you don't see it there, let us know so we can get it over there to you.
Did you hear that?
I don't know. We'll see. I want to play this back afterwards. So
I want to know how this
right.
new mic sounds.
Everybody,
I'm excited.
we will see you next week on the countdown to the chicken barbecue party, and let you know if we're sold out or if we still have last
this
minute.
chicken barbecue, dude.
I am too. Dude, we got a bucket full of prizes. We got stuff coming in from other folks that want to donate to the event.
We got people coming up asking to help. They're like, "What do you need?" And I'm like,
"You want me to cook some brownies, a cake? What do you want me to make?"
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Oh, there's definitely gonna be brownies and cookies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to advertise it because it's not confirmed, but
my mom.
It was last time.
That.
Yeah. So, thank you guys all for the support, checking out the videos.
Get yourself some hand, foot, and mouth brownies and cookies from
You got it.
All
right, guys. We'll see y'all next time. See ya.